If you've walked into a room and felt people noticing, but no one really seeing you, you know how isolating that can be. When people only react to your looks, they never get to know the real you, the deeper you. You become just a projection, someone to admire, to critique, to dismiss, but not someone to actually get to know. And that disconnect, it's pretty lonely. Hey friends, I'm Dr. Lem Usita, the identity specialist. On this channel, we explore how to live with clarity, purpose, and spiritual depth by discovering and forming our identity. Today's episode asks a tough but very real question. Do people really care only about looks? We've all felt the pressure, the silent comparisons, the loud expectations, the feeling that we're being seen but not really known. So let's unpack all of this together. Because if you ever wondered whether you'd matter if you look different, well, then this conversation is for you. So let's go back in time for a minute. Beauty standards haven't just changed over the centuries, they've completely reversed. In the 1600s, pale skin and fuller bodies meant wealth and health because, they were eating and they're doing well. In the 1920s, the flapper look took over. Thin, flat chested, androgynous. That was kind of the look. In the 1950s, curves were in. Marilyn Monroe was the ideal. And then in the 1960s, we swung to the heroin chic, thin, detached, emotionally aloof kind of look. And now, beauty is defined by whatever the algorithm decides today. It's curated, filtered, surgically enhanced, and constantly changing. So here's the principle. When beauty is always changing, identity must be rooted in something deeper, something more eternal. Because if your self worth depends on today's trends, then you'll be out of style by tomorrow when you scroll. So let's be real. Sometimes it feels like all people care about is how you look. If you've ever been praised only for your appearance, if you've walked into a room and felt people noticing, but no one really seeing you, you know how isolating that can be. When people only react to your looks, they never get to know the real you, the deeper you. You become just a projection, someone to admire, to critique, to dismiss, but not someone to actually get to know. And that disconnect, it's pretty lonely. You can be complimented all day and still feel invisible. So here's the principle. If people only see your surface, they'll never experience your soul. They'll never experience the deeper version of you. They'll never experience the true you. When society ties your worth to your looks, your identity starts to fragment. You start performing, editing, comparing, correcting. You become less of yourself to become more acceptable to others. And that fragmentation leads to real harm. Anxiety, perfectionism, disordered eating, low self worth. And it starts early. By age 8, most girls already worry about being fat. 8 years old. By high school, body image is one of the top drivers of depression for all genders. When your identity is filtered through a mirror, it gets distorted. You weren't created to chase validation. You're created to live from purpose. Now, let's talk about culture. Beauty isn't even universal. It's shaped by where you live. In Nigeria, fuller bodies represent health and prosperity. In Japan, clear, pale skin is the standard. In Western media, the ideal is a hybrid, exotic but not too ethnic, curvy but not fat, flawless but still natural. What that tells you is this: beauty isn't truth, it's a trend. Culture defines it, media markets it, and algorithms amplify it. Culture might shape beauty, but only you can define your worth. I've met people who check every beauty box: flawless face, perfect body, stylish, photogenic. But 5 minutes into a conversation, you realize there's no depth. It's all polish and no presence. And I've met others who weren't seen as beautiful at first, but the more you talk to them, the more their identity shined through. It became clear character is magnetic, kindness is attractive, curiosity draws you in. We're often trained to pursue attraction, but not connection. But that's not what we really want. We want to be known. Attraction may open the door, but identity builds the house. So, do people care about looks? Of course, we all do at first. But what sustains your value beyond your appearance? In a world obsessed with aesthetics, we must learn to live from purpose, not performance. Value your story more than your selfie. Build relationships based on meaning, not just mutual attraction. And here's the final principle: your body is a vessel, not your value. It deserves honor, but it doesn't define your worth. Now, if this resonated with you, if you're tired of being seen for your appearance but not known for who you truly are, you're not alone. Come discover how to live from a clear, anchored identity. Visit identityspecialist.net, offer one on one coaching to help you move from fragmented to whole. And hey, drop in the comments, have you ever felt seen for your looks but not for your soul? What part of your identity are you reclaiming today? And if this spoke to you, like the video, subscribe for more identity forming conversations, and share this with someone who needs to hear. You are more than what's visible. You are worthy, you are known, and you are becoming. See you next time.